Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I hope you're having a fan-freaking-tastic day. I'm having a fantastic day because I just got done opening a bunch of boxes. There's two boxes over there that aren't even big and aren't even small enough to fit on this screen right now. I'm going to run through a bunch of cool stuff. All of it's on sale at OLIGHT. You know what I'm talking about? OLIGHT's having a summer clearance sale. They always call it some kind of sale. I don't care what they call it as long as it's a sale. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple things that they've had that, oh yes, this is one of my favorites. I'm going to run through these pretty quickly because there's a lot of OLIGHT and O-knife fans and you've seen some of these, but this one right here is a brand new knife model and I'm going to show it next because I haven't got it out of the box. I got this one out of the box, but I'm going to start with this bad boy right here. You already know this is one of my all-time favorite O-knives right here. This bad boy it's just a perfect work knife. The ergos are good. The action is good. I've never had this out of the package and I already know because I have two of these. It's a great go-to work knife. And I don't even think I told you the name, did I? This is the Roboto. This is, oh my gosh, look at this. Let's see, this blade steel is 154 cm blade steel. It has a Tonto. This is such a great working knife. I've been doing remodeling in the bathroom and I use this one and I use another one. The Tonto is such a fantastic work knife. It's an everyday carry. If you've never got one because you didn't know about the looks, you're like, I don't like the way it looks. I'm all about the blade and the utility use and how useful is it. And this is a very useful blade. And this crossbar action on this one, it's just like my other two. It's that good. It's perfect. You get it out of your pocket, use it, make your cut, make your utility cut, your push cut, your draw cut. Oh, by the way, look at this. It has really good jimps on here. It's almost kind of like a harpoonish. I don't know if you'd call that a harpoon or not, but it's kind of harpoonish. It locks your hand in. It has really nice neutral ergos. You got to have some neutral ergos, right? But there's not a lot of bad to say. I would only say my only nitpick, I already know, it's the same nitpick I've already had. There's a couple small ones. One is that if you want a reversible clip, it doesn't have a reversible clip. However, it does have very nice red and black. I'd call it black lava flow G-Mascus. Very, very nice. It feels good in the hand. It is slick. It doesn't have any texture that you can feel. However, the knife does fit in your hand very well with this little landing pad back here. Plus you have this area right here that normally would be for a flipper, but it doesn't have a flipper. So all you folks that don't like flippers, you can get in and out of your pockets and not have to worry about that. Look at this. Such good action. Oh my goodness. The thumb studs are just right. Oh yeah, back to the other thing. My only drawback really with this knife is the branding, which O-Knife has stopped doing, which is very cool. This was before they stopped doing it. And I was like, man, look at that. Even that much better, right? You can always look at this side and you could always tell what knife you have without a doubt if you have an O-Knife collection. But without going too far into it, this is a fantastic knife. I don't know what the price is, but I'm telling you right now, they've got stuff on there like 40% off. Plus, I have a 10% off discount year-round to OLIGHT. Oh, wait a minute. This one's empty. I've got the other one out of the box. This one's empty too. So if you're watching this when this stuff isn't on sale, you can still get it 10% off with my discount code. I have a link and a code down in the description, and, you know, it makes it easy. Look at this. This is what the inside of each O-Knife box looks like. And I'm looking forward to this bad boy. The last one was the Roboto, and I have some really cool, like the star of the show is coming up, unless this ends up being the star of the show, which is always, ooh, okay, so let me show you this real quick. I'm trying to hurry so it doesn't end up being a half-an-hour video for you all, but you know, if it does, then oh well. I don't have that much gear. I did a video that just posted yesterday, depending on when you're watching this, for the new O-Knife store, but look at this. Would you look at it? Just look at it. It's by Exoskeleton Knives. This should be very interesting. This is going to be the Mettle 3. Oh, yeah. Let's see. You know, it has a very interesting look. Oh, okay. Very, very different design. I'm curious how this one's going to end up in my hand, how it's going to feel. Is this a button lock? Okay, it looks like we have a button lock going on. And look at that, a full-length back spacer. That is very cool. You know, this has a very modern design. I'm skeptical as to the ergonomics of this bad boy. And is that a reversible pocket clip? I think that is going to be a reversible clip. Look at that. That is very cool. All right, how do we get this blade out? Oh, so you know what? Here's something else. Is look how the blade is down inside here. There's hardly any blade, any top of the spine showing. That is very interesting. And I would say this is probably going to be aircraft grade aluminum. Nice pocket clip, got some good bend to it. It's not too tight. So I'm wanting to flip it out. I'm wanting to flick it out, but it looks like the button's gonna be the way to go. You ready? Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh my gosh. I have never seen a blade like that. Very interesting. Would you look at that? Okay, so I gotta soak this in. I don't know what to think yet. Wow, that is a very long blade. This is like the most elongated upwards Tonto. I don't even know what you would call this. Upward bent claw shape. Let's see how it feels in my hand. Oh, okay. All right, look at this. So my first two fingers fall right in this indentation, and it's actually way more comfortable than I thought. Okay. All right. Let's see how this action is. Oh, okay. So it has very good action, and we're getting good blade retention so far. This is what I would call a simplified everyday carry pocket knife. It doesn't have a bunch of stuff sticking out everywhere. It's slender. It's not going to take a lot of, I'm going to try it out. It's not going to take a lot of, oh no. In and out of the pocket is easy, and it's not taking up room. There's nothing out there rough. They did a good job of making the edges all chamfered and softened down. Okay, all right. This is a totally different design. Let's see, if I'm cutting like this, that's pretty cool. And oh, look at here. My index finger goes right up against this point. So this is going to be very interesting. And you know what? Every Friday night, Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. We'll talk about this knife, and I'll have used it more by Friday night, but every Friday night for around 4 hours, we give knives just like this one away, and this one might actually be in the giveaway. I know we're definitely going to be giving this bad boy away because I already have a couple of them, so we're going to give this one away at the live stream. But come and hang out. If you've never been to the live stream, you got to come check it out. It is a lot of fun. No judgment. We don't talk about religion or politics or anything like that. We just have a lot of fun on Fridays. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this one has, yeah, look at this. CPM S35BN blade steel, baby. So it has premium blade steel. It's thick behind the edge because anytime you have a knife that is this short or doesn't have that much height to the blade, it's not going to have a whole lot of time to get down and be thin behind the edge. So it's not going to be a slicer. This is going to be kind of a utility. Boy, this is going to be, wow, that's a splinter getter if I ever saw one. Look at that, how easily it grabs the skin. So this is going to be a nice little package opener utility. It's definitely something that's going to bring up conversation. I'm looking forward to carrying this and getting some more opinions on it. Just because it is so different, I can't automatically give you my take on how useful this blade's going to be. I can see using this secondary point right here. It's not a real defined point, but I'm very intrigued. This is a neat looking knife. I'm not sure what the cost is on it. You can always go check it out and see what you think. But I can tell you that the ergos are way more comfortable than I imagined just from looking at the knife when I first saw it. And you can get right up here at the very top of the handle. If you have XL hands, there's plenty of room. It doesn't matter what size hand you have. XXL hands, you've got enough room, some big old chunky fingers on there. And I'm going to say it again. The ergonomics are surprisingly comfortable on this thing. And I do like you have a spot out here and you have a spot right here. It's nice and flat, no sharp edges anywhere other than the blade. That has a nice sharp edge, and that's the only thing you'd want. So that is the new Mettle 4. Very interesting. And I'll do some size comparisons and some more things like that on the live stream. That's where we get more in depth. If you have questions about a knife or if you want size comparisons or anything like that, I'll throw something up here real quick just so we can get a quick dimension. Let's see how long this bad boy is. It's coming in at 8.65 inches, and the blade it's a 3.6 inch sharpened length blade, almost 3.9 inch blade overall, and the height is there's not a whole lot to it. It's just right there at the 1 inch mark. So very interesting. The Mettle 3, you know what, I like it. It's simple. It doesn't have a bunch of extra deployment methods, but that's going to be very interesting to learn and play with. You know, I always play with my knives, but don't cut yourself, right? All right, let's get to the cool stuff here. You know, I love gadgets and gear. So they have the north, south, east, and west of these bad boys right here. Look at that. north, south, east, west. There's at least four different color variations, unless I think they also might have a center. But these bad boys, let me show you real quick. This is what your specs are on it. They come in at 180 lumens on high, and low is 5 lumens. This is the i1 R2 Pro, and these are an awesome keychain line. You twist it for low, twist it again for high. It's that simple, and you twist it off. No buttons to worry about. And check this out. It comes with the recharging cord, and it's USB-C chargeable. So these bad boys, I don't know what they cost, but I know they're going to be on sale. They're probably, I mean, whenever OLIGHT does their sales, that's when it's time to get stuff, right? And then whatever colors are available of these, when you just for logging on, even if you don't buy something, you get one of these free, and there's like $5 shipping, which is definitely worth it, because I think these are normally around like 14, 15 bucks. Now check out this bad boy. I have a new colorway. Oh yeah. Look at that. It's the OLANTERN, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Would you look at that? It's the OLANTERN Music. Now, I've had this one. I have 2 of these OLANTERN Music. Let me just tell you about them real quick. I have 2 of these, and you can connect them together and have stereo sound. Now, I have 3, and you can connect them all together and have the same sound. There's so many things that are so cool about it. This is a dual light source. Look at this. When you just touch it, or it feels vibration, the buttons on the top light up. You can just push this down, connect it to Bluetooth. It only takes about 5 seconds. Then you have your light. You also control playback with this, and the volume up and volume down. So when you have these connected together, the first one you have connected becomes the master, and all of the rest of them will turn up and down when you're playing the music. I'm not playing music now because I don't know what's copyrighted and what's not, but it has a nice, rich, full sound. I can tell you that from experience, and I'm looking forward to having tri-directional sound now, because you can get as many of these and connect them all together as you'd like. And I had 2 of these connected today. Matter of fact, I had the one at my office, and this one, I had 2 at my office connected today. And then this one, oh my gosh, I'm super excited about having 3 of these. They are so cool. And by the way, you can mount this to a tripod, or actually, if you wanted to mount it outside, you could really do that on a porch or something like that. But the ambiance that they create on top of the really rich sound that they have. Now, the bass isn't the darkest, deepest, like loudest bass, but it gives you a nice, full, rich sound. It's surprising how much you get out of them. But it has a dual light source. What happens here is, and if you haven't seen my OLIGHT videos, then this is new to you. If you've seen them, then you've seen this. But this particular one, it has the natural light, and then it has the real bright, cool white, and it goes up to 300 lumens. And by the way, I have another brand new OLANTERN over here I'm getting ready to show you that goes up to 500 lumens, and it has a separate feature than these do. But this is the OLANTERN Music. Oh, and by the way, if I didn't tell you, it has an 11,200 mAh battery, and it's also a power bank. I can't tell you how many times I have charged my phone with my OLANTERN. And playing music on these bad boys, you get 34 hours of runtime, which is amazing. It's freaking awesome. And these, when you have this on high, on the bright white light, which is very bright as I'm staring at it, I can't see. It'll run for 11 hours on one charge, and then you can plug it up to your cigarette lighter or whatever else. And here's the business end. Here's where you can charge it, and you can have it going away or coming to in either one of these bad boys. So I think that is awesome. It's IPX7 waterproof, so it's almost completely waterproof. I've had them out. I've had these out in the rain. I've never had any issue with water getting inside or any moisture issues. I'm pretty excited about getting a new color. Having this new colorway, you can get a little bit of that camo action. Have it in your deer stand, have it in your deer blind, or at your camp. These are awesome to take camping with you, and they're easy to operate. That's what I like. Once you have this one, you connect it by Bluetooth, then you use this to connect as many other OLANTERN as you want, and they're all connected, and you can control them. And you can also change it, so you can have these at different settings or different tables, and each person at each table can control their own volume and their own light. You can turn all of them up. It's anything you want. It's that easy. So that is the OLANTERN Music, one of my all-time favorite items that I've used. And by the way, when the lights go out, when the power goes out, I always kept mine. I always have these charged up, and this is the first thing I go to. There's a lot of large trees in my area, and I don't have to worry about it because I always have my OLIGHTs. I have these and all my other OLIGHTs charged up. All right, wait till you see the next thing. Now, this bad boy doesn't have the music feature, so if you don't care about that, or you're wanting it more for a lantern and utility purpose, this bad boy has 500 lumen. Let me see here. There you go. 250 hours max 500 lumens. There's your specs. Oh, in case you wondered, here's the specs on the music. There you go. If you want to take a quick screenshot of that one. But this one, check it out. It has a 16,000 mAh power bank, and this one, oh, wait for it. Wait, whoop, whoop, whoop. Look at this. It won't even fit on the screen. But this one is very cool because you can raise it up. So if you're writing or something like that, or reading, you can raise it up higher, because when you have it down low, the top keeps the illumination. Matter of fact, let me turn it on. The top keeps the illumination out of your eyes, right? But depending on where you're setting, you can raise it up, and that's gonna broaden the 360-degree view that you have. And something else cool about this one, it has a switch. It has warm light and white light. So you don't have the transition where it automatically goes over. You have the warm light, which is really cool just to have on low when you're sitting out on the porch. But if you want bright light to see what you're doing, if you're getting the bed of your truck or something like that, then this bad boy is going to really come in handy. This has the same thing as the other one. It has both options. You can charge with USB-C, A or C, and this one here, I'm not sure if it actually will screw into the bottom of something like the other ones, but the nice thing about OLIGHT is everything in their website, the specs and everything is spelled out really clear for you. If you have any questions that I'm not answering, which of course I'm not going to, they've got it spelled out. They'll have extra little videos that you can see on what to do with it. This one you can hang from something, and the top of the handles are really comfortable in your hand for carrying it. If you're carrying it up and down stairs or carrying it across a long distance or a big path, then there you go. So that is the stretch. And then here is my newest colorway of the OLANTERN music. These are freaking awesome. This one, you don't have the speaker. You have 16,000 mAh. This one has 11,000 mAh, but you get the speaker. So it's a trade-off for what you want, what's more important to you. Or if you're like me and you want everything that they have to offer, then that's pretty darn cool. Now I have one more really cool thing. I promise it's only one more. This, in case you haven't seen it, is the OBulb Plus. Would you look at it? And I fired up my app because this one, you can use the app to control the light. Let's go like this, turn it on, and look at that. And you have romantic. You have the color wheel where you can choose whatever color you want. So if I want to go with a little bit of purple action, it automatically changes. So you have all the options you could possibly want. It has aurora. It has gorgeous fireworks. Like you can put it on flame and you get a little bit of flame action. But you know, truth be told, by the way, you can control it from the top by yourself, without the app. You can turn up the brightness and down the brightness just by tapping it down. And this thing, wow, that is very bright. But with the app, you can have it on your phone or your tablet, and you can change from color or from white. And then also, let's go over here. You have a couple more options. Look at that. Red flash, gradient, and so on and so forth. These are very cool. I mean, do I really need to tell you the 1,000 different things that you can do with an OBulb? Don't put this red on your car and go driving down the road. Just saying. You might not want to do that. That might not be a good idea. Let's put it on gradient. And here's a look at the back of the box, just for some specs real quick for you. 300 on high, and it tells you how long it runs and all that good stuff. So there's the OBulb Plus. And then we have the new OLANTERN music. And then we have the OLANTERN stretch. And then we have the new Mettle 3. And I love all this stuff. And the Rubato. And then we have the north, south, east. And where's the west? Or actually, that's the east. You could pick whatever color, whichever direction you want. But you know what? I love every time they come out with new stuff like this. And I already thought I lost a knife, but I didn't. This one, I'm really intrigued by this. And let me turn this bad boy on, get a little bit of ambiance, and turn this bad boy. And I hope you're having as much fun as I am. I love to get to show you all the cool stuff from OLIGHT and OKnife. It's always exciting to get to share. And this one, I don't know, I'm kind of liking it just because it's so different. And if you're worrying or wondering about the ergos are really good. I did not think that this would be ergonomically sound, but that's very, very impressive. So let me know what you think about the new stuff or the upgraded stuff, the new Mettle or this. I like this. I really like that. Can you see it? It's all camouflage. But go through my links. That'll give me credit for getting you there. Even if you don't get anything, use my link. That they'll know that, hey, They saw this on Beez Blades. And you know what? I want to know, do you have a favorite of anything that I showed you? If not, that's totally fine too. Make sure you come and hang out with us on the Hive stream. Now remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.